So today you are doing length word problems again on Student Activity Workbook page 407 and 408 and 409. I want you to look at your workbook page 408 and I want you to see which word problem you think talks about finding the distance around a shape. Go ahead and pause this video so you can find which problem talks about finding the distance around a shape. Problem number is finding the distance around a shape. Problem number 8. Which shape is that problem talking about? It's talking about a square. Well, how do we know it's talking about a square? It has 4 sides and 4 right angles. But the next sentence says each side of the garden is 23 feet long. That means that every side of that garden is the same length. So what do we know about a square? It's 4 equal sides, has 4 right angles, and each side, they're all equal. Okay, so each side is the same length. So we know that the garden will be the shape of a square. So for workbook page 410, you're going to help out Puzzled Penguin and figure out what his error is and how you can help him out. And then on number 14, that's a start unknown problem. Okay, so you are going to use the number line diagram below the equation to help you solve that problem. So what are some ways that we think that we could start solving that problem? Representing lengths on a number line diagram relates to equations. The addends go on a number line diagram as lengths with one addend right after the other addend in either order. Remember, it doesn't really matter which order the addends go in the equation. Unless you're writing the situation equation, but if you're trying to solve it, you can write a solution equation. Total on a number line diagram is starting from 0 to the end of the second addend. An addition is used when the total is unknown. Subtraction is used when one addend is unknown. So if we look at our equation, are we going to use addition to solve our problem, or are we going to use subtraction? Subtraction, because it is used when you don't know one of the addends. So I first want you to try it out on your own, and then you will need to pause this video, and then you can hit play and we'll kind of talk through the problem. So go ahead and try out problem number 14. So you know that you can put the addends in either order. So I could rewrite the equation and put 28 plus unknown box equals 86. And that way I can loop up to 28. I can make a loop around to 28. And then I can make another loop of my total, which is 86. So then I can make a second loop all the way to 86. And then I can find my difference, just like you did in lesson number 3. Okay, you can find your difference that way if you have your total looped and the other addend to find what the second addend would be, because you will need to subtract. So whatever your difference is, that is what your answer will be. But what is a way that we can check our answer that we looped the right number on our number line diagram? Right, we could put both of the addends in our equation and see if it adds up to our total, or we could take our total and subtract one of our addends to see if it matches up and equals the second addend.